Hello everyone, and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, by request, 4-color Reanimator. This deck is comboing Abuelo's Awakening to bring back Rakdos Joins Up, then to bring back Phyrexian Metamorph. No, I wish it's Phyrexian Hulking Metamorph. So when this enters the battlefield, it copies a creature, and since Abuelo turns the Rakdos Joins Up into a creature, we can then copy it. It now is a legendary Rakdos Joins Up enchantment creature, which I have 2 of now on board. I have to choose 1. I choose the original, the new copy dies, and when the creature dies, Rakdos Joins Up, deal damage to an opponent equal to its power. Well, guess what? It's +2/+2, so it's a 9/9. Deals 9 damage, but its effect is also on the stack, so I get to bring back another creature from my graveyard, which I choose a Metamorph again, copy Rakdos, and then it will die again, and then it will take another 9, and then I'll choose it again, comes back, and it just keeps infinitely cycling, bringing back the Hulking Metamorph, copying Rakdos Joins Up as a creature, and dealing 9 damage each time. So this is kind of infinite, but at some point, right, we're gonna choose the Hulking Metamorph to copy. We're gonna choose the Hulking Metamorph copy rather than Rakdos Joins Up copy, and then the Hulking Metamorph copy can copy another creature in our graveyard, and then the loop ends and our opponent dies. That is how the game works. Now, the trick of this deck really is to put Rakdos Joins Up and Hulking Metamorph in the graveyard. To do that, we have a lot of mill and cycling cards. So the deck runs Faithful Mending to toss cards from our hand, Picklock Prankster, Founding of the Third Path, and Fallaji Archaeologist, toss cards into the graveyard, mill our own cards into the graveyard. We also run 2 Meticulous Archive to mill the top card of our deck using Surveil. So there's a lot of abilities that we can put cards that are in our hand into the graveyard. This deck is pretty lean, pretty low to the ground, so we don't have any space to put in other cards. We have cards like Otherworldly Gate. Okay, another Surveil card. All these are Surveil cards. Or mill cards, I should say, right? These are all mill cards, and this is a discard card. This is a discard card, and these are combo pieces. So this is you can see once I realign the whole deck based on what it's supposed to do, it's really lean. These are only cards that are not part of the combo synergy. So we got 2 Spell Pierce to help counter our opponent's counter spell if they're trying to stop our combo. We got Get Lost if our opponent has some sort of enchantment or creature that stops graveyard synergy, like Rest in Peace. We got Temporary Lockdown to kill Boros just so that we don't die that quickly. And everything else is just trying to get the combo to work, right? So we got a lot of cards to churn through our deck. Otherworldly Gaze, Fallaji Archaeologist, Founding of the Third Path, Picklock Prankster, 4 each to churn through the deck. Surveil 3, but actually just mill 3. You don't really want to keep anything on top unless it's Abuelos. You don't keep lands, you don't keep Faithful Mending, you don't keep Spell Pierce, you don't keep anything. Because you want to churn through the deck. Fallaji Archaeologist, again, you get to choose a non-creature, non-land card, which most of the time is just going to be our Abuelos, but sometimes you can take back a Temporary Lockdown. Sometimes you can take back one of these other cards that will help you churn through the deck a little bit faster. We have 4 Founding. Of course, this is the heart of the deck. This helps you cast a mana value 1 or less spell from your hand for free on Chapter 1. Chapter 2, you mill 4. In Chapter 3, you get a targeted card from instant or sorcery card from your graveyard and cast it. So what are you going to do? Chapter 1, we're going to toss our Faithful Mending and then play it for free. Chapter 2, hopefully we mill these cards. Chapter 3, we target Abuelo Awakening in our graveyard, recast it, and now we get Rakdos Joins Up. So that's kind of how this deck, this card really synergizes with the whole deck. Picklock Prankster, again, just the mill 4. That's the whole ability. And then we have Faithful Mending, of course. If we draw these cards, we can never cast them. So we're just going to mill it. Or we're just going to discard it. Loot it with the Faithful Mending ability. And then the other cards I already talked about. So in the land base, we're going to have a lot more lean decks. So 22 lands total. Because, all of these are 1-drop and 2-drops. We're never really casting this. The only card that we are hard casting for high mana value is this. Abuelo's Awakening. Costs 4. So we just need to curve out to 4. So we got 1 Iganjo, 1 Otawara, 2 Plains, 4 Island. We need more islands and plains. All of our cards are blue. We have 4 Darkar Waste, 4 Deserted Beach, 2 Meticulous Archive, and 4 Seachrome Coast, right? We definitely need all these fast mana. The Deserted Beach is pretty good for slower lands when we're using it on the Abuelos. On turn 3 or 4, we definitely can play a slower land. Meticulous Archive is just in here to help us throw these 2 cards into the graveyard when they're on the top of our deck, right? So let's say that you use the Meticulous Archive and you see one of these cards, always drop it into your graveyard, even if you have a Faithful Mending in your hand and you know that you're going to draw and discard it anyways. Don't worry, churn through your deck. You're going to have multiple copies in your graveyard. You're going to have Abuelos in your graveyard to target with Finding, right? There's many ways that you can get this combo to work. All right, that's all I got for this deck. Now let's go into the games. Okay, our opponent is Archie. Uh-oh. He seemed to be a Timmy, which means he's probably playing Burd. Alright, well, we got Otherworldly Gaze, we got Grandpa's Awakening, and good enough. Let's see what happens. So, see from close. Last turn, we got a Gaze on. And unlike the plot deck, yeah, see, that's Burd. Unlike the plot deck, I think this deck can swing the Otherworldly Gaze a little bit better. Where are we tossing? I don't want another Seachrome Coast. I don't want to get lost. And do I want a Faithful Mending this turn? I might, right? Actually, no. I'm gonna do the Otherworldly Gaze again this turn. So, all in the graveyard. They draw a card. I get a Mending anyway, so I get whatever it is. Mending goes 2 deep, and Otherworldly Gaze goes 3 deep. This is a Boros deck. Pretty obvious it's a Boros deck. They're not doing anything, which is weird. That's not what Boros decks do. So let us go deeper. Play their 1/1s as though I was gonna counter them or something. I don't know. Spell Pierce, nah. Archive. Nothing, right? Just gotta go deeper. Yeah, I just gotta go deeper. Another Mending? I'm not really quite sure. So I need the combo pieces in the graveyard, and I don't have any combo pieces right now. I went, how many cards? 15 cards deep. I didn't draw a single piece. I draw 3 Mending. There's that. Spectre. Want to play another Reinforcement? Alright, I gotta toss some cards, right? I toss the Mending. I'll toss a Get Lost. It's a little bit scary, I gotta say. There's a lot of things on board here. So I guess I'll take this turn off to lock down. It's gonna draw a card. That just means no aggressive damage. At least not that much next turn. And then I can pick Lock Prankster and Fallaji Archaeologist. This is put a mill card, right? Then put an instant sorcery from the milled cards, yeah. So it's looking to be tricky. He didn't play anything. Alright, well, if he doesn't play anything, I can Fallaji into Mending, right? This is 4. This is 3, this is 4. But this is instant speed, so I don't need to play this right now. This is non-creature, non-land card, so I can't get a land either way. I could mend to get a land. Is that necessary? Probably not. Or I can play both of these. Nah. It's just gonna instant speed attack me. End of turn Solkazin. Interesting. Interesting way he's playing Boros. It's a lot slower than that normal Boros deck do, but you never know, right? They can burst me in all in one turn somehow. Alright, well that's all he's gonna do this turn. I'll take the damage. No 4. I didn't get it. I didn't get a Rakdos return. I do have another temporary lockdown, so there's that. Definitely don't want a Metamorph. I gotta discard 2 cards, right? This goes 2 deep, this goes 3 deep. So I think maybe it's just dropping the Faithful Mending. Oh, okay. Now there's tricky, because I want to play the... I could use the Otawara on the temporary lockdown, but I want to play another card this turn, so... I guess I'll do this again. Lock you down. And an Archaeologist. There's the Rakdos. Alright, we just need to survive this turn, right? I'll decline. I don't want that card in my hand, thank you. I guess he's holding up a Get Lost or something. If he's holding up a Get Lost, does that deck have a Get Lost? I think we'll be okay, right? Alright, let's see if I can get this combo correctly. Pay 0. We'll get the Rakdos Joins Up. And it will return the Metamorph. Copy the Joins Up. Choose a legendary to keep. I would like to keep this. Metamorph again. I think he wants me to demonstrate a loop, which I'll do it. Keep the original. How many times do I have to do this? Alright. GG. We got it through. Alright, our opponent is going to be the Renzo Tello. Okay, Renzo. Wow, 1 land. Combo, but 1 land. I'm going to keep. This is hilarious. Hilariously bad, but hilarious. They even got a deserted beach, which will hurt my entire game plan. Would I draw another land? I do. Okay. At least I got that going for me, which is nice. I'm just gonna counter all my cards. I do like that land, so I'm gonna keep that land, but the Get Lost can go. Now I got Faithful Mending. They're gonna deduce. I'm gonna Faithful Mending in response. Now if they tap out, I win. Good luck. Of course, they're not gonna tap out, so let me Archaeologist. I still have Shell Pierce in the deck. There's still 2. Be thinking about countering an Archaeologist. Oh, there's my Spell Pierce that I wanted. Very nice. The Deuce again. Field of Ruin. Free the Fade. That's interesting. I can temporarily lock down and take away his clues, but I don't think I want to do that, right? Maybe I Abuelo first. What can he do against this? Probably a lot of things. You know, the earlier we shoot off, the better. Maybe he has a Dissipate. No more lies. Resolves. This is not an instant speed card. That's the only problem with the combo, especially against a counterspell heavy deck. He knows I have Spell Pierce, so he can't really tap out to do anything. Can he? Faithful Absence. That's weird. That's really weird. See that confident? Alright. Do this again. He knows I have Spell Pierce. Why did he Faithful Absence? Yeah, that was really weird. Alright, here's a Metamorph. Copy this. Keep this. Take 9. Whenever it enters the battlefield, return target creature. Whenever a creature you control dies, it deals damage. I think it does 9 damage, right? I think I only had to do it 3 times. But just to be sure, I'm gonna do it 5 times. That was 3. This says 9, right? That's dealing 9 damage, I think. You know what? Let's find out. I get to return another one. Fire. Why not? GG. That was 9. So I only need to do it 3 times to kill him. Take that, counter spells. Alright, our opponent's gonna be the Ashur Amadeus. Sure. That's a name. We go first. We got 2 Founding. 2 Founding that can't do anything, but 2 Founding. Do we just start to mill? Okay, we don't have to. Chapter 1. On the gaze. Let's see. I don't want any of these cards. They can all go away. Still Boros. One part of the piece of the puzzle done. End step, he gets a little minion. I don't want him to get a little minion, so we can get lost at. I think we will. Slow him down a little. Boros is scary, right? You gotta slow them down. War Leader's Call. Not as scary. Alright, we can exile a card in the grave. Let's mill 4 first. What? Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's not what I wanted to do, but it just did his own thing. I don't want that. I kind of want that, but I don't want this. Do I just have lethal? I think I just have lethal next turn. I have Spell Pierce, but I'm not sure if I can use the Spell Pierce. Evangelist? That's alright. Hit me for 2. Anything else? Use the map. Alright, that's a GG. Oh, you're free to fade. Just put more cards in the graveyard. I'll cast this in the graveyard too. Or from the graveyard too. Pays 0. Confirm. Let's get the Rakdos. Give me a Metamorph. Metamorph. Copy. Keep the original. Take 9. Metamorph. Copy. Keep the original. Take 9. Copy. Metamorph. Keep the original. That's 27 damage. Goodbye. Alright, our next opponent is the Winter Ivy. That's a cool name. And I get to go first. That's not fair. You can't have a cool name and go first. It's against the law. And they turn on Cavern. I don't know. Do I want to gaze? I guess I'll gaze, right? I might be able to get a fix my draw a little bit and get an untapped land next turn. Double Cavern. Double Cavern into a Thalia. It's gonna take a while to get there, honestly. I want all these cards, right? The lockdown will be pretty useful, but it costs 4 mana. Oh boy. But I do want all these cards. So, there you go. Not gonna be able to play anything here. Another veteran. Does he just have no lands? Recruitment officer? Alright. If he has no lands, I might have a chance. If I play this, if I play this, can I play the Faithful Mending? I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. Alright, let's see if I can draw a land, because if I cannot, I might have to cast the Gaze. Hopeful Initiate. Lots of life our opponent's gaining. Down to 10. Alright, can I draw an untapped land, please? Evidently not. I just draw. Didn't get it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage next turn. So, does that mean I have to play the Otherworldly Gaze? We're founding to try. No, I cannot cast a spell for free here. He draws his 3rd land, so all my plans go out the window. I think I have the whole combo in the grave. No. Not the good cards, not in the graveyard yet. Down to 4. Nothing else to play, huh? I don't know, I still feel like I'm gonna die. Let's lock everything down first. So am I just dead? Adeline? Cool. So, pieces in the graveyard. No card on board. GG. Pay 0. Confirm. Let's get the Rakdos Join Up. We shall join the Metamorph. Copy. Keep. Done. We get to return the Metamorph. Copy. Keep. Done. We shall get the Metamorph. Copy. Keep. That's 27, right? Now we can get the Metamorph. Copy. And this time we'll keep this one. And then we'll get a Fallaji. G. Alright, our opponent is the Eden Enoch. Is it Eden Enoch? Eden Enoch? I don't know. You got a name. Go first. We got Gaze. Good enough. I don't know. Would I draw lands this time? Last game, I drew like almost 20 cards and I got no lands. Same type of opponent. Yeah, of course. Why not? Not gonna do anything. He is not gonna do anything. That's a land I want. Sure, why not? Let's do it this way. I might have to spell pierce. Let's see if I do it. Yeah, main phase reinforcement. Alright, let's Faithful Mending. Draw 2. Discard 2. Why didn't I discard my spell pierce? I don't understand what I did that for. Alright, I can take out the whole board. Or do I wait for it and then take out a bigger board? I have 2 spell pierce. Feels dumb. Let's drop those spell pierce. What did I actually drop? A Fallaji? Yeah. That was not smart. I got 2 Hulking Metamorph. None of the Rakdos Join Up. And no Abuelos. I need all of those. Founding can help me get the Abuelos. Getting Founding down probably is more important. Hey, if he plays something I need to counter, at least I got the Otherworldly Gaze, right? Knight Errant. Well, can't counter that. Get some card draws for you. Plays Novice Inspector. Can attack. Let me draw. Ow. 2. I do get Abuelos. Alright, I can toss my spell pierce now. There's a join up. It's a little late for that. There, take 4 turns. It's not gonna be nice. The Metamorph is a 7/7, which I mean I could kind of block with it. I only have 3 mending left, right? So gotta be careful with how I use my mending. Chapter 2, please. Mill 4. Not mill mending. There's a reinforcement. Which, I mean, I think we all expected that. So 1, 2, 3. If he has the recruiter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage. That means I'll be dead next turn. So this is my last turn. That's fun. Oh. Well, what do you know? I like these cards, but... Eh, GG. I gotta submit 1, apparently. He doesn't... Okay, I guess he's waiting for it. Submit 0. Confirm. Let's get the Rakdos. Rakdos joins up. Get the Hulking Metamorph. Copy the Rakdos join up. Keep the Rakdos join up. Same thing again. Take that, Boros. I don't know. He's still in the game. So, copy. Keep. Copy. Keep. That's 3, right? Alright. Next time I copy, I will keep the 9/9. There you go. That's how a little boy should leave the game. Goodbye. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen those games, how did you feel about this deck? Because I played a lot of games today. I recorded a lot of games. I had to scrap a bunch of them. I do think this combo is very strong. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like this combo. This combo is, how do I say it? this combo is finicky. The main reason for that is because the Lens deck is currently still tearing up in the metagame. This combo is also tearing up in the metagame, and there are another Reanimator deck. There's the Mirror Crime deck, which is kind of a Reanimator deck. So there are too many Graveyard Synergy decks in the current meta, in Standard. So what happens when there are too many of one type of synergy? Well, Graveyard Hate is everywhere. There's so many games where I go to turn 2 and they already started Graveyard Hating me. They got Hearse, they got the Soul Jailer thing, which I don't even know who will ever run that. They have the what's that other card called again? The Graveyard Trespasser, right? Normally when it comes to Graveyard Hate, I think, you know, maybe I have to dodge a Farewell, maybe I have to dodge a the Devious Cover-Up, or no, the Deadly Cover-Up, right? So I'm thinking about those cards, but no, turn 2, turn 3, Graveyard Hate, and then I'm locked out. And I really can't fight against that level, that quick of a Graveyard Hate. With the Graveyard Trespasser, yeah, I can get lost it. If I draw it, they have 4 Graveyard Trespassers maybe in their deck, I don't have to get lost. I gotta keep churning, and as I'm churning through, they're eating my Rakdos Joins Up in Metamorph, and I'm losing pieces of the combo that's really hard to get into the graveyard. So that's why when it comes to this deck, right, it's not a bad deck. I would say be cautious if you're going to craft cards to play this deck. Of course, not mythics, meaning that they're a little bit easier to craft, right? Rares and rares. But the biggest thing I see is Graveyard Hate, and if your opponent is Graveyard Hating on you, and even if they just play Eden Enoch, right, you have to be able to play around that, and that makes the deck a little bit harder to navigate. So it's not a 100% win rate deck. It's not even a 80% win rate deck. A lot of the games you're gonna face against Graveyard Hate, and you'll automatically lose. But for decks that are not Graveyard Hate, we have a very strong chance against that, because hey, you know, just this combo costs 4, right? Once this is out, they can't stop anything and they just die. And we have Spell Pierce to stop a removal if they try to kill our Rakdos. We have Spell Pierce to stop a Farewell if they try to board wipe us, or things like that. And most of this deck synergizes pretty well, so the combo comes out fairly consistently. If there's no Graveyard Hate, the combo comes out fairly consistently. That is all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.